Kevin, 1-0 defeat. I thought Spartans were the better side, but football's all about margins, and I think there was specific margins within the game that you'll be not happy about.
Aye, but credit to Spartans. They were a good team, good players. They moved the ball a bit well. There was good off the ball movement. Posed us a lot of problems. You can see why they've run Rangers, Celtic, and Hibs close in those early games of the season. They've really posed us problems, but we managed to weather most of the storm, and we've created a few chances of our own. But yeah, on the wrong end of the result today, as it were. Yeah,
and in terms of the game, we got into the game once you start making changes, and even in the first half, we went with the storm initially, but after a 20-25-minute spell, we got into the game a little bit.
Aye, we got into it, but I think if we were being honest, they were the better team on the day, and they like I say, the movement that they had in that the attacking play was good, really good, and so we've got to give our players credit for, let's say, weathering that, getting through that, and giving Spartans a challenge through the game, and London's had that chance in the second half after she's just come on, and she's just dragged it wide. Maybe if that's happened 5 minutes later and she's more into the game, she's maybe getting a better shot off. But they're the wee things in the game.
As a management team, do you have to go pick up the players now, because we were in the game, but as soon as Lorna came off with that injury, Spartans went and scored, and it was pretty much having to pick up the pieces after that?
We've got a strong squad. So, we've lost Lorne, who's a really good goalkeeper, and we've got Fee, who's a really good goalkeeper, to come on. And that's the good thing about having two smashing goalkeepers available in a squad, that things like that happen. That you're going to have somebody solid between the six. But yeah, it's pick up the pieces. I think the girls know themselves that they played well. They did challenge Spartans, but again, it's the fine margins that need to be better if we want the next 3 games, if we're going to challenge in those as well.
And there were a few controversial decisions. What are your thoughts on that?
You see the injury that our goalkeeper picked up. Obviously, we can't see quite everything, but it looked like a late challenge on a goal, a dangerous challenge, that's caused her a really severe injury that she's needing to go to hospital about. And anywhere else on the park, an injury, it's a challenge like that's maybe got a more severe component attached to it. And I think it's just unfortunate in the game as a whole, and I think maybe if you were to ask the Spartans coaching staff, that they would see certain other things in the game. But the women's game is growing in Scotland. We've got a really good league here, and I think if we want to move the game forward, we've got to really make sure that we've got the backup with the standard officials that are at games, and the messages that the teams that are getting off the officials is consistent and competent throughout the season. So, we want to professionalise the league, but in order to do that, we've got to make sure everybody's professional, the coaches, the players, the officials as well.
Is consistency, we don't want to disrespect the officials here, is consistency the major point for you?
When you're getting told some things in the first 3 games of the season, then it's getting changed here, you don't know where you're. So how you can plan as a team when one group of officials, or as we've had it, 3 groups of officials so far, are telling you one thing, and then a set of officials here today are saying it's something else. You've played 3 games under certain rules, and then you come here and you've got different rules applied by this group of officials. So you've got to question where things are going with that, really. Yeah. And then just the general, I think. Some of the challenges. Like I say, obviously we're feeling a real pinch just now with the severity of the injury to our goalkeeper, and I think.
Does football come second?
Pardon?
Does football come second after Lauren's injury?
Of course, because you can see how badly she's injured, and we want to make sure her health is taken care of. But you're really hoping that the officials are going to take care of the players' health on the field, and so we feel particularly, aggrieved about that. We could say it's football, but when something's that bad, you're obviously, because she's our player, we're feeling particularly protective, I suppose.
Yeah.